5, 4. Alright, let's get started. In this video, we're going to cover King's kind of crouch canceling and instant wall standing kind of animations. I have Law set up instead of my usual training partner Jin, just because Law has his kind of long slide, which we're going to use to make sure that we're punishing it correctly. So I've gone into computer, just kind of repeat moves, move list, and I picked slide kick. Since this kind of eats a lot of people and you need to perform a crouch cancel to punish it correctly. So it's a really good move to kind of practice crouch canceling with, because if you do it correctly, a big punish is going to show up in the bottom left hand corner, and if we miss it, it won't. So that's the only move I have set up. We're going to have it on play, and this is just kind of what the move looks like normally. Obviously during a real match, players can throw this out a lot faster, but just getting the animation down, and if we block it, it kind of floats them really low, that if we try to do a lot of other punishers, if we try like the wall standing 4-4, we're not forward enough, because we actually need to be able to dash a little bit, which we covered in the last video. And so what we need to do is this crouch cancel to be able to actually punish this correctly. If you're not punishing it correctly, Law players are going to see a very easy time, but just kind of keep abusing this move because it's going to do 22 damage. I'll just do it. It's going to do 22 damage every single time it hits. And so if you're not punishing it correctly, then they basically have a move that they're able to do for free. But if you can start punishing this move and even just start throwing out 47 damage, or if I can actually land this right, to do 52 damage, I believe, Wall players are going to be actually a lot more scared of doing this stuff now that you have this in your repertoire. There we go. So if we punish that correctly, we do a 52 damage, which means a Law player has to hit us 3 times with that for the one-time block that we're able to actually block and punish. And this is all because we're able to crouch cancel and do this damage. And I seriously am having trouble timing this. Crouch canceling becomes very easy, so the animation, as soon as you basically get the block animation, you're going to tap forward twice, and for King it makes it really easy because most of our crouch canceling moves that we want to do, like in this case, is we're already just going to keep holding forward to be able to punish correctly, and then it goes into any of your kind of combo variations to actually do the punish. So this works with basically any character that low profiles for most lows, so this is very crucial for the Ling matchup, for the Law matchup, for basically anyone. Even Shaheen has some pretty nasty things that he has this low profile that, especially online play, people get away with that all the time. So this is just something that you practice, and if you can see, if we just try to hold forward, we're going to do a wall standing move, so you have to be able to double tap to be able to actually get this combo on. And so the next thing I wanted to talk about, we're just going to kind of set Law to be Law, is kind of crouch canceling. I covered this a little bit in a previous video, but how you do this with King is you're actually going to basically do his crouch command, but basically as soon as you see the character move a little bit, you're going to be you're just going to hit that 4. And so it's a really quick, fast timing that you're trying to go for, and like in these times I'm kind of holding it down a little bit to kind of get that knee out. That's not what we're looking for. We need to go fully neutral before we're moving that 4. So we do see King kind of head bob a little bit if we're doing kind of an instant wall standing variation, but a lot of times King is able to kind of do a deeper crouch dash to get that wall standing animation rather than holding down and actually letting it rise or doing like a down back 1 into a wall standing attack. So it's all about getting the timing down with his kind of crouch cancel move, and you can do it deep like this, or you can just try to cancel it as really high. Getting that timing down for a lot of combos and a lot of kind of pressure. This isn't a bad kind of mid-poke tool. It comes out at 11 frames, and I can't remember what it's on negative. I want to say -5. I'll have that data in the description below. But this is just another tool that that you can have as a nice, solid mid-safe poke that you can just throw out. What I didn't mention under the crouch canceling, to crouch cancel, it's estimated that it takes 2 frames to do it. So a move that's usually 13 frames is actually hitting at 15 frames. So just be aware of that. And kind of the same thing with crouch dash. With kind of instant wall standings, it will take an extra frame or 2 to actually come out if you're doing like kind of the instant variation. But obviously if you do like the more pure crouch dash variation, it's going to take more frames to come out. So these are things that you can start kind of looking at to try to practice. As always, punishment and defense is a major part of any character's game. And King, you need to be able to do this crouch cancel combo to beat characters like Law, like Ling, like Shaheen, and so on and so forth. So this is just a quick little video which demonstrates all those different techniques. So until then, we'll see you guys next time.